Hi, and welcome back to It Figures. Tonight I am going to take a look at the original G.I. Joe 12-inch figure. Alright, so I actually bought this, I believe it was at Toys R Us a long time ago. And I just saw it sitting on the shelf. I didn't know it was coming out. I didn't know anything about it. But as soon as I saw it, I grabbed it. Now this is pretty much, as far as I know, a reproduction of the original G.I. Joe box. So when you would have bought G.I. Joe way back in the day, this is what it would have looked like. So unlike today, there is no image of the figure inside the box. You just have this pretty good drawing of him actually on the outside. And as you can see up here, it says Kung Fu Grip. So when you open up the figure, you were, I guess, assuming it was going to look just like this. And it does, actually. It's not a bad looking figure. On the side of the box, you can see all the other exciting adventures that G.I. Joe has had through the years. And this is G.I. Joe the Land Adventurer. What I really like about this is it's just a cardboard box. That's it. You know, they spent like very little or no money on this thing. Just threw it in a cardboard box and here you go. Okay, so let's open up G.I. Joe Land Adventurer with the Kung Fu Grip and take a look at him. Now, the reason I got him in particular is because of one reason, and it's the flocked hair and the flocked beard. Now, this is the G.I. Joe I remember growing up. I don't know if they all had the flocked hair like this or the beard, but every G.I. Joe I ever owned had a beard and hair just like this. So this G.I. Joe actually came with a pistol. He didn't come with a rifle or anything, and if I remember right, you could buy those separately with packs that came out with, but he basically just comes with a pistol that slides right in here to his shoulder. There you go. That's what his pistol looks like. Pretty detailed, actually, for the figure of the time. It looks kind of like a Ruger or a Luger or something. I'm not, up to date on my pistols, but it's what it looks like. It's not bad at all, actually. It's pretty well detailed for the gun that comes with the G.I. Joe. Then it just slides easily right back into his harness, and it goes around his back here. Probably most kids will have that torn off in 5 seconds. I used to own these, but his clothes are real thick. They're really nicely done, and you can see the camouflage looks fantastic on it. It looks really, really good. Each one of these came with this, which I'm assuming is probably supposed to be like the dog tag or whatever. On one side it says G.I. Joe Adventure Team, and then it has the symbol. I'm assuming that's supposed to be, the Adventure Team symbol there. Now, as for articulation and everything, he does have a complete ball-jointed head. I'll get it out there in a minute. So yeah, so he can, just turn his head whatever direction he wants. And his shoulders and everything here moves. Again, like on the show, he was based on one of those art puppets that they used to sell. So he's very movable. I mean, he can just, every joint pretty much moves on him. And here is the famous Kung Fu Grip, which doesn't really do anything. You thought there might be a button or something to give him a good karate chop or whatever. No, it's called a Kung Fu Grip because the hand is molded in a way that you can put the gun in there and you can grip the gun. So that's the reason why it's the Kung Fu Grip. Plus you can probably punch people really well. Smack. There are certain things here I do remember as a kid with these, and I don't know why they stick into my memory, but one of them is the G.I. Joe's shoes. And they're just plastic hollow shoes. So as you can see, you can just easily slide them off and put them back on. There's the G.I. Joe foot. I don't know, there was something about this shoe that just stuck in my memory, because I just thought it was cool that, hey, he has plastic hollow shoes you can put on and off. In case he wants to go swimming, take them off. Overall, this is still a solid figure. It's really well constructed. The clothes, the gun, the boots, the head, the flocked hair, all of it, it looks great. And it's still, if they came out with these today, I think probably young kids, young boys, young girls, whatever they wants to play with them, would love them. I think, they would still have a hit on their hands today as much as they did back when they created these back in the day. So there you go. There is the toys that made us and all the classic action figures that made up the toys that made us. It was a long time in the making between me and Vince and all of these other reviews. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this, because we both love doing this. It was a blast in the past, and anytime I get to show old classic figures or even talk about them, you know, I am completely in heaven. I love it. I think it's so much fun. And if you did enjoy it, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because there will be a Toys That Made Us Season 2, and we will be back reviewing all the episodes and hopefully all the figures, if we do have them, still to show you. And I can't wait for that. And hopefully you guys can't wait for that. And we need as many crazy Maniacs here on Box Office Maniacs and id Figures as we can get. So again, please show your support and hit that subscribe button so we can see you next time here on